Top of the top, and happy Malcolm Sunday to everybody. If you're up, you're up. You feel me? What Cardi B say? If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. I hate that song. But y'all, welcome to this space. This is a healing space. This is a respectable space. This is a open space. I just want to talk about healing. You know, nothing too more, nothing less. I want to talk about healing in the Black community. Um, we need to heal emotionally. We need to heal mentally. We need to heal spiritually. We need to heal physically. We need to heal economically. We need to heal culturally. So that's what I'm here to talk about today is really just an introduction to this new space here on the Make a Culture Move podcast platform that we have with Malcolm, y'all. So thank y'all for tapping in with me. Quick disclaimer, you feel me? Here in this Make a Cleansing Move podcast, I'm just gonna be talking about healing. You know, if it is anything that's that you feel some type of way about what I say, you know, reflect on that. I'm gonna reflect. We all gonna reflect on the things that is said here. And if you feel some type of way, if it's controversy to you, hit me up. I am an open book. I'm willing to talk about any and everything. I try to have a completely unbiased tone about everything. So hit me up. You feel me? But if you feel some type of way, that's on you. And just we'll talk about it. But with that being said, you know, the first type of healing. Well, let me introduce myself and who I am, right? I'm Jamaria, right here with Malcolm. I'm a Malcolm facilitator. I do the Make a Culture Move podcast. I do the virtual artist storytelling hosting on that. I'm a workshop host. Outside of Malcolm, I am an entrepreneur. You feel me? I'm just a young Black woman entrepreneur out here trying to make it in the world. I'm with a team of business financial advisors, which is dope. You feel me? I've been put in a position of economic healing where I am around just like Black people who are on a mission of financial freedom, teaching financial literacy, and really just trying to push that economic gain in the Black community. And I love it. I also am a paparazzi consultant independent, so I sell jewelry as well. And if y'all know me, you know I'm a fashion guru, so you know I am your jewelry consultant. Let's see, what else do I do outside of Malcolm? You know, I'm a daughter, a sister, an auntie, a friend. You feel me? That's G. So one of the emotional healing things that I want to talk about today is yourself. We gotta heal ourselves. Y'all, this is an open dialogue, so please tap in with any comments that y'all have, and I'll be sure to tap in with y'all. But I want to talk about self-healing. We have to heal ourselves, and if we don't do that, then every other area is gonna be kind of hard to heal in. So that starts with knowing who you are, right? That starts with knowing who you are as an individual. And I think that's important. Especially in the Black community, because slavery did such a justice on us as to where we don't know. The Black community really lost a huge sense of identity in that area, and it's not fair to us that we really have to push and fight to gain that identity back. But it's important that we know who we are as individuals. And, you know, some of the things that we talked about before is the identity, the purpose, and the discipline, right? If you know your identity, you know your purpose, and you have that discipline to stand tall in it. So that's what's crazy. So it's like, do you know your purpose? What's your purpose? What is your purpose here on this earth? What is your purpose here in this world? What is your purpose in the community? What is your purpose in your family? What is the purpose in the spaces that you are put into? One of the biggest things that we have to focus on is our hearts. It's our hearts. We have to focus on our hearts. What kind of heart do you have? What's in your spirit? Are you loving? Are you kind? Is the glass halfway full all the time, or is it halfway empty? Like, how do you perceive things? What are your projections on life? That's something that is highly important. And that's like an emotional, spiritual type of standpoint on healing. And then we're also going to talk about here mental healing. Mental health in the Black community is huge. Mental health in the Black community is huge. Yeah, it's huge. And I think it's something that people are afraid to talk about, but it needs to be done. Mental health comes in so many different aspects and forms. And I think going along with that mental health thing is getting help. Black people don't want to get help. Black people do not want to get help, for anything. We got this. We gonna figure it out because we are Black people and we have figured out, everything. We figured out pretty much everything. So we don't want somebody telling us how to figure out our lives, but counseling, therapy, all of that stuff is important. All that stuff is important. Counseling, therapy, you have to get counseling and therapy. And that is something that I am, myself looking into and working on is getting counseling and therapy. It's something that we need to do in the Black community to push towards healing. We can't heal on our own. So, and that's my thing. You feel me? I feel like I can heal on my own. I got this. There's a lot of there's things that you feel me I've been through that I pushed myself through and I fell down and I had to pick my own self back up and I had to heal from those things. And so believing in therapy and counseling is like was hard for me. It was hard for me because it's like and especially having a white therapist or counselor, it doesn't work. It don't work because they can't relate to anything that I've been through. They can't relate to my home situations, you feel me, any of my emotional situations, like none of those things they can relate to. And so I'm learning, now being introduced to having Black therapists and counselors, like that shit's important. We need those. We need somebody to talk to and give that outlet to. Because we can't figure it out all by ourselves. Like we just absolutely can't. We absolutely can't. But it's so counseling and therapy. It's important. And now that I am aware and I know that there are Black therapists and Black counselors out there for me to talk to, I'm interested in talking to one. I'm interested in talking to one because I know it's gonna help me heal. Talking to an unbiased party about the traumas that I've been through in my life. Because there are things that we've gone through that we suppress and don't. Okay, look, for example, so suppressed memories. Suppressed memories. It's crazy. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of suppressed memories. And it's like I look at people like my mom who she has hardly any. She has hardly any suppressed memories, and it's amazing to me because it's like I admire that so much because there are different block periods of my life that are just suppressed. It's like there's some with consistency and there's some where it's like sporadic. So I know that that's something that needs to be brought up out of me. Is to try to gain back that memory on some of those suppressed memories and figure out like what that trauma is to me. But that's what this space is here is for. You feel me? To figure out those traumas and to heal from them. Because oftentimes in the Black community we're going through the same thing, but we're not talking to anybody about it, so we don't know. So we think we're going through things alone, when in reality, there's like five other people going through the same thing as you, but nobody wants to speak up. Pride is a huge thing, right? Like pride in the Black community is crazy, 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 crazy. Pride in the Black community is crazy. But yeah, so that's mental healing, you feel me? Getting somebody to talk to help you through that. Because we're all a little bit crazy. I'm gonna just throw that out there and be honest. We are all a little bit crazy, just a little bit. Some of us more than others, some of us less than others, but we all a little bit crazy. You feel me? We are all a little bit crazy. And to me, I think that's something we have to embrace in one another, but learn how to control at the same time. But that's something different because we all a little bit crazy. But another healing aspect is physically. Our bodies need to heal physically. You feel me? From sexual healing ties to not exercising to the things we digest into our bodies. We just need a physical healing as well. Like our bodies just need to heal physically. What are we intaking into our bodies? And I want to backtrack real quick back to the mental healing. Also, what are you reading? What are you watching? Those the things that who are you listening to? The things that you are implementing into your brain every day and taking in, like the things that you're watching on TV, movies, TV shows, podcasts, and radio shows that you're listening to, music that you're listening to, people that you're listening to. What are the things that you're feeding your spirit that is tainting you or benefiting you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all those aspects. Yes, but back to physically, we just got to be making sure that we're taking care of our bodies, and that's something that I have to work on, is making sure that I'm exercising. I need to exercise. I need you feel me, do something, you feel me. For those of us who have working limbs, we need to be very appreciative of those working limbs, because there are people who don't have them. There's people in wheelchairs who can't walk. There's people who's paralyzed, all these things. And so you feel me? I need to be grateful in my life that I can hit one of them. Gotta be grateful that I can hit one of them, because there's people who can't even get a good neck crack turn in. You got to be able to get those things in. I can move every limb of my body. Does it hurt sometimes? Yes. Is that a problem? Yes. Do I need physical healing? Yes. All of those things. All of those things. Like, it's crazy. And people always, say, you're so little, you seem like you're so fit. Like, look, stereotypes. We got to heal from that. We gotta heal from that. Stereotypes. I know women who are bigger than me that can hit the splits, and I can't do that. And in the splits, I'm not even the splits. Boy, I haven't been able to do the splits since I was like 7 years old. So that's a stereotype, that just because I'm small or small people, you feel me, that I'm fit and in shape. I'm not none of that. I'm not none of that. So I have to focus on physical healing, like real talk. So that's another thing. We also move, Duke. Move, dude. Sorry, on my dog. But that's something we have to work on as well. Like we gotta heal from them stereotypes. I know women who are bigger than me who can hit the splits, and I can do no such thing at all. So physical healing, that's something that I'm also focusing on, trying to heal from. So let's see, I talked about emotional. Duke, move. Damn, knock over the whole table. Um, I need to heal from, okay, so I talked about emotional, spiritual, mental, physical, economical. Talked about that, you feel me, and cultural. Culturally, we just need to heal. We need to get back to a sense of community, in my opinion. That's what it is. We have a lot of community, especially in Denver's community, Black community, and that's mainly because like they're trying to push us out of our home territory. um and yeah, we just need a better sense of community. Like we just need to love on one another, support one another, be there for one another. Like the hatred gotta go. We gotta stop hating on each other. That's the craziest thing to me, is how much Black people really freaking hate each other. You know what? And another healing I'm going to add into that is verbally. We need to heal verbally. The things that we say, like, it's so prevalent in the Black culture for us to use negatory words in a hyped up way as if it's a compliment. And that's something that's a negative culture that needs to change. It's kind of toxic. Like, why can't we use positive affirmations all the time? Yeah, I know some of y'all gonna call me corny for that, but are we really uplifting each other if we calling each other a little ugly and a little stupid and bitches and hoes and niggas and all of that? Like, are we uplifting each other by doing any of them things? No, we're not. I'm gonna answer the question for you because it's plain and simple right there. No, we are not uplifting one another whatsoever by doing any of those things. So we have to heal. We have to do better. We have to heal verbally. We have to focus and do better on the things that we are saying to one another. Like, yeah, y'all. I'm gonna add that in there. I'm glad I you feel me? Got a note taking that verbally. Is something that we need to heal from as well. You feel me? And that's crazy because I didn't even think about that when, thinking about all the ways that we need to heal with one another. But, in areas and spaces of our lives that we need to heal is on our families. We need to heal with our families. We need to heal some of our friendships. And, if we heal our relationship with our families, starting with, parents, grandparents, siblings, then it'll be kind of easy to maneuver into healing relationships in all other areas. Because if you have a healthy, stable home base, you can pretty much maneuver in the world. But coming from a toxic instability area of living puts you into toxic unstable areas of living when you get out into the world. So we have to heal our homes. Like, we have to heal home base. We got to start our homes. So that's ourselves, right? That's ourselves. We got to start with ourselves and our parents. For those of us who don't have relationships with our parents, it's important that we need to heal those relationships with our parents, with our siblings. If you don't have relationships with your siblings, those need to heal too, because when all else fails, that's who you have. When all else fails, that's who you have. So you need to heal those relationships as well. And then everything else is going to be easy. Everything else is going to come easy. You feel me? Because then you'll know how to deal with the other situations. And if people don't want to be in your life, the simplest thing to do is to let them go. Yeah. If people do not want to be in your life, the easiest thing to do is just to let them go. That's a healing method. Letting go. Letting go. It's such a crazy healing method. Like, it's undermined. It's undermined it completely. 100% is undermined it. But it's important. So, yeah, I don't know what other ways that you feel me we can talk about healing. I just wanted to give this, an introduction as to what it is we will be talking about. And again, this is an open space. It's an early space. It's a Sunday space. But it's a healing space. I chose Sunday because it's the beginning of the week or the end of the week, depending on how your week is set up. Or you're starting your week today or you're ending your week today. Either way, it is the day to reflect and to heal, right? Like little healing. If you can take a day to reflect on how your week was and what your week is going to be like, that's a step into healing. because you're reflecting on everything that's been going on instead of just letting the days continue to roll, 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 roll. See, some of us are always on such a move and on the go all the time that we don't ever have just as time and the opportunity to sit and reflect. And when we lose that privilege to sit and reflect, we stay, our mind stays going and 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 going. That's a mental health problem. You cannot turn your brain off. You cannot shut it off to just sit and have a moment to think and to reflect. So I want to take this moment here because for me, that's what this space is for, is to reflect. Reflect on everything. 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 You feel me? Reflect on everything. So it's like, we start little. So reflect on the week, right? So reflecting on my week, I seen a dead body yesterday. Um, it makes you think about life. It makes you think about life. I seen a dead body yesterday. Um, it was a motorcycle accident. I don't know who hit who, but it was between a motorcycle and a Mustang. And you could tell that the body of the person had hit the windshield of the Mustang hard, like real hard, like obvious. Um and they had the body of the motorcycle rider, just laid out on the street. Um and situations like that really, I mean, if they don't make you think about life, they definitely make me think about life. Like, it can be taken away from you in a quick instant, so fast. So, 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 so fast. Like, and that's why healing is important. That's why healing is so important. Um, because we want to heal before we die. We want to heal before we die. We don't want to die and not heal. We don't want to, I don't want to die and not heal. I don't want to die and not heal. I don't want to die um with hatred in my heart for anybody. I don't want to die and anybody has any hatred in their heart for me, like I would hope that people get that out and we could talk about things. Um, but that's why I think healing is so important, because life can really be taken from you at any given moment, at a quick instant, and you just don't even expect it. Life can be taken from it. Life, we all know our birth date, but none of us knows our death date. And there are a billion ways to die. And so seeing that dead body yesterday, it made me really reflect on some things. It made me reflect on how I drive. Because that shit was scary, even like not even seeing the accident, but just seeing the body laid out in the street like that. It really made me think of the areas of my life that I need to heal, because life can be taken from you at any moment, any given moment. So who do you need to heal with? Who do you need to heal with? So for me, because this is an open space, I'm gonna, lay it out there. Who I need to heal with. I need to heal with myself. Right. It's a journey I've been working on for a long time, and it's a journey I'll never, ever, ever stop working on. I will always be making sure that I am healing myself first and putting myself first. So I am working on healing myself. I am working on healing my relationship with my parents, both my mom and my dad. I have mommy and daddy issues. So I'm working on healing both of those relationships. Yeah, I'm working on healing. I'm just working on being a better sister, because I have to work on healing my relationship with my parents. It's just like an automatic. I have to work on being a better sibling to my siblings, my brothers, because me and my baby sister, we rock. That's my shorty. But my brothers, and I love all my knucklehead brothers, all four of them, but I just need to make sure I'm being a better sister. Um, I need to work on healing. And for me, the next part is, the community. And with me, it's communication. I know that's something that I have to work on. My communication skills suck. I'm the hugest procrastinator. I be forgetting. Honest open space. Look, I have a sister friend of mine text me a few days ago. I seen the text, read it, responded in my head, got high, forgot to respond back. And it's just not that, but also be busy. Like, when you're trying to build and work on businesses, it's busy. And I hate it though, because I'm one of those people where it's like, if it's textable, don't call me. If it is textable, please don't call me. That's me. And that's how I feel about things. But that's not how everybody else feels about things. But now, as I'm building businesses and my schedule do be busy, and I be just moving on the go all the time, like, you gotta call me. If you really want to get in touch with me, we need to talk or whatever, you gotta call me. You gotta call me. 4 out of 10 times I'm gonna answer. 4 out of 10 times I'm gonna answer. So you gotta call me. Now I know some of you may be wondering, what about the other 6 out of 10 times? My phone's either not near me, so I missed it. And my callback game sucks. My 2-year-old sister or niece had my phone, and so I never even paid attention or noticed that you called me. Or, I will just watch it ring. And that's something I have to work on. My communication skills suck, baby. But you have to call me, because that is my adulting in life. As I'm adulting in life, you feel me, and I'm building businesses, and not just one business, but multiple business. I'm working on healing myself. I'm working on healing those around me. I'm working on just being better. I do be missing text messages. You feel me? I do. So you do. It's like, and you gotta call me. You gotta call me. You gotta call me if you want to get in touch with me. So that's what that is, and I have to be better and do my due diligence on communicating with the people in my life, in my realm. That's how we're gonna heal together and get better. Is if we communicate. You can't do much of anything without communication. Communication is key. Communication is key. You have to know how to talk to people, and that's that healing verbally. That's that healing verbally within the Black community. You have to know how to talk to people. You can't talk at people. You can't belittle people. You can't degrade people. You can't make people feel small and less than and powerless. We are not 3/5 of human beings, but we are a whole. So that's just important. It's just an important thing to do, is that we work on healing with each other, with ourselves. Y'all, this is tea. I don't drink coffee. I used to. But coffee don't do it for me. So I drink tea. I love tea. Tea is great. This is a stress relieving tea. I suggest tea is healing for me. This is one of the tools that I use to heal. Is tea. It's healing for me. It's calming. It's relaxing. It's a great way to start the day in the morning off. So tea is relaxing and it's healing for me. But yeah, coffee don't do it for me. Coffee does not do it for me. I can't do it. I don't know. And it's good. Coffee is bomb. I love the way coffee tastes, but it's not that caffeinated boost for me. It doesn't do it for me. Just like y'all know the commercials that Red Bull gives you wings, it don't give me wings. Red Bull don't work for me. Or no, Red Bull mixed with vodka, that's a different thing. But Red Bull just don't do it for me. So, everything ain't for everybody, y'all. But, um, anyways, y'all, I just wanted to give, that an introduction as to what this space is going to be about. You can catch me here on Sundays. Yeah, you catch me here Sundays at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And just talking about healing and wherever it is you need to heal, whatever it is you want to talk about. If you ever want to hop on this space with me, and heal at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday with me, let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. I want to talk to everybody, which is new for me because I am such an introvert. But I like making people smile. I like seeing smiles. I think this with COVID and the pandemic, what I miss the most that I hate about the mask is brighten up people's day with my smile. I love when somebody just tells me that, like, wow, your smile is beautiful. Wow, your smile just made my day. Like, little things like that I'm realizing are so healing. Just a simple smile, um it takes more muscles in your face to frown, and I miss that. I miss just seeing beautiful smiles all around me. It's something that I miss. Hugs are prevalent. Hugs are prevalent. And so what the pandemic has taught me is that it's okay to be sentimental. It's okay to be sentimental, like hugs and smiles. That stuff is like sentimental, and I'm if you know me, I irk them. A little quick I irk them for y'all. If you really know me, you would know I'm a Pooh Bear. I'm hard body, hard on the outside, soft on the inner. But I'm not really like sentiment. Like, I don't like before pandemic, you feel me? Like the hugging and the kissing and the cuddling and the touchy feely, and I don't like all that. I don't like all that. But not being able to just hug somebody at free will when I want to, it's really changed the game for me because now I just want to hug people. I know how much a hug can change somebody's day around. I do. A hug can really change somebody's day around. So I miss that. But yes, so back to closing. If there's anything that y'all want to talk about in this space, anything that you need to get off your chest, an area that you want to talk about healing, hit me up. Hit me up and we're going to talk about it. That's really all I want to do is heal. I want to heal. I want to hear other people's ideas on how we can heal. I'm going to be bringing in all types of people, y'all, to talk about healing in every area of aspect. Because we need other people's inputs on this, right? On healing. Because the whole community needs to heal. Each and every single one of us needs to heal from something. So I also want to let y'all know that this is going to be a vulnerable space. It's going to be a vulnerable space, and that's the only way it's going to work, is if it's a vulnerable space, is if I am open and honest with you guys about my traumas and where I need to heal. That's how this is gonna work. And I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited on this journey to heal. I hope, you know, I'm excited for my upcoming guests that I'm gonna have come on the show and talk about their areas where they need to heal and how they're healing, if they're healing. That's the thing, um do you know what people in your circle need healing? I'm usually the strong person in my circle, the counselor, the therapist. I'm that person. I am that person in my realm, you know? And who checks on those people? Who checks on those people? Are you checking on your friends? Do you check on your friends? Like me, one thing I have to do better on is checking on my friends with kids. Almost all my friends have kids now. And it's a blessing because children are a blessing. And I love seeing how happy my friends are with their babies. I love seeing the change in my friends with their babies. I love it. You feel me? Almost all my friends have babies. Almost all. Um, yeah, and I need to do better on making sure that I'm checking on them. I'm checking on them. I don't know what parenthood is like. I'm not a parent. You feel me? I'm a sister mom and an auntie mom, but I'm not a parent. I can give them kids back. I can give them kids back, so I don't know what it's like to be in it. Like, to not have to give the kids back. And so I have to make sure I'm doing my due diligence and checking on my friends with kids. Right? We have to all do our part. And sometimes that's a lot to do and say, but it's being selfless. And I think that's a healing that we all need to work on, is being selfless. Black people are such a selfish people, and it's crazy because we don't have to be that way. We don't have to be that way. We are a naturally loving people. We just know how to love. We just know how to love. We are the most beautiful people. So we should be shedding love onto everybody we meet, you know? We should be making an impact onto all the different people that we meet into the world. You don't meet anybody by accident. You don't come across anybody by accident at all, ever. So we just need to be making sure that we're utilizing who we are to the best of its power. We are our superheroes. We just need to know our power. We are all superheroes and we just need to know our power. Um that's really it, So yeah, y'all. Thank you though for those who tapped in on, just this little introduction as to, the different areas as to where we're gonna be healing and what we're gonna be talking about in this space, this open, vulnerable, truthful dialogue space. This is gonna be dialogue. I'll have some guests coming in, with their expertise on these topics. So, but yeah, that will, that will conclude me on this Sunday. It's early. This is gonna be new for me. I'm trying something new, and I'm an early bird because my body naturally wakes up between 5 and 7 every morning. But to interact is new. This is new. So y'all bear with me. We gonna figure this thing out together. We gonna mac them together. We're going to fall in love with the Black community together. We're going to fall in love with the Black people together. We're going to fall in love with ourselves together. That's what I want this to be, is just falling in love with who we are as individuals, who we are as a people, who we are as a community. It's just falling in love with being Black. There's nothing more sacred, more valuable, more beautiful, more intellectual than being Black. I'm glad I'm Black. And I'm excited to heal. I hope y'all are excited. I hope y'all are excited to heal. But anyways, you feel me, y'all? Be sure to check us out on all of our other platforms and everything that we got going on. Because you know we do everything. We do everything. So like we got Macam, Make a Chess Move, because we Macam. You feel me? We got our Make a Culture Move, Macam, because we Macam. We have our virtual artist storytelling, y'all, where we have guests come in and share their stories with us, their testimonies. This is a healing method right here. This is our healing method right here, is our virtual artist storytelling, where we just listen and have people just really shedding light onto their journeys and their success stories and their testimonies. So y'all be sure to tap in with our virtual artist storytellings Tuesdays through Thursdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Y'all tap in with us there. We got our YouTube at Make a Chess Move. We subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, y'all. So subscribe. And we also have our website where you can make a donation. We are always accepting donations. We are always accepting volunteers. So www.makeachessmove.org. And don't forget, we have our Facebook at Macam303. We have our Instagram at Macam303. We have our Twitter at Macam303. We also have our Pinterest. You can sign up there. We have our Pinterest at Macam303. And then we have our Macam Virtual Art Workshop coming up, y'all, next week. We have our Macam Virtual Workshop coming up Monday through Friday, 2 sessions. We have an 8 to 13-year-old session. We have a 14 to 26-year-old session. The 8 to 13-year-old session is going to be from 12 to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and the 14 to 26 session is going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So check us out with our virtual workshop, y'all. Be sure to tap in and get some Macam gear and apparel. You know, I'm wearing this so Phil can see that I'm ready for my Macam bonnet and do-rag, because y'all, we coming with those. We're coming with those, okay? It's gonna come. The Macam bonnets and do-rags. Be looking out for those. And yeah, y'all, so you feel me? Catch us on all the platforms. We got a podcast on Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We have our podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays with King Philip at 8:30 in the 8:30 in the morning. Catch him with that. And we also have King Elijah Huff with his podcast on the Coming of Age podcast on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. So y'all make sure, or at 12 p.m. So y'all make sure y'all catch him there too. So we got podcasts, y'all, now Sunday through Friday. Sunday through Friday, starting with healing, and we talk about everything. We're talking about everything, y'all. We are really trying to heal and change the community and do our due diligence and do our part. Do our part. That's the thing. We're just trying to do our part. I'm just trying to do my part, y'all. So be sure to tap in with me next Sunday at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, y'all. This is for the morning crowd, you feel me? And for whoever sees it throughout their day. Yeah. But with that being said, y'all, Macam out there, and I will see y'all tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow with me and Mark. We have our Make a Culture Move podcast. Don't forget, we also have the homie Mark and Aja with the Push and Pawns. You feel me? Make sure y'all tap in with them on that, because you feel me? Yeah, hey, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Aja will kick your ass in chest. So make sure y'all tap in with the homegirl. Make sure y'all tap in with the homegirl. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and tap up out of here. I gotta go walk my dog because he's getting a little antsy. So y'all have a beautiful Sunday. Please make sure y'all take the time to reflect on your week. Take the time to reflect on the week that you have coming up. And let's heal. Let's heal together.